So some of the exercises we've got are, I usually use a 2 kilo. This is only a 1. These are good for building your muscles in your shoulders specifically. So I also was told to do them for physio because I have dislocating shoulders. So that is doing side raises and also lateral raises. So you want to do them decently slowly. It doesn't take much weight to do these exercises, but yeah, you need to, as long as you're hitting like shoulder height, so that's how you do that. It's pretty straightforward, you just go like that. You can do the side raises, so the lateral raises with weights. So if it's too heavy for you to go out like that, as it is for me with those, instead of dropping off the weights like I have done, you can just bend your elbows in, and that allows you to bring those out easier. So you can also do it like that as well. We've got a fly. So I do flies. You can do flies on the floor. So a fly is where you're on the floor and you're doing like that. That is a fly. You can do them on a machine. I do them on the resistance bands. I usually try and use this wall as a brace. I'm trying to remember how I do this. I haven't done this one in a while. Ugh. So I try and bring it across. That might be a bit much. I haven't done this exercise in a while. I don't remember what I used to do. Because maybe it was from there. I don't know. But basically when you're doing it, you pull and then you can feel it pull like in your chest there. So this is a chest exercise. Press. So floor press, you're on the floor, and it's just a basic press. You know, you do a bench press and you bench. Oh my god, that's so difficult. So press is just your bench press. So you kind of try and keep the same form as when you're doing a push-up. So it's basically the same as a push-up, but you're doing like on the floor or on a bench, and you're just pressing it. So it's always good to have someone around when you're doing a workout, just in case something goes wrong, especially if you're using weights, or specifically if you're using weights, because they can crush you. Kettlebell swings, I don't really do those that often, but they're fun to do sometimes. So I don't have a kettlebell. That's probably why I don't do them. You could also do them with these, I guess. I don't know, I haven't done them with these. But basically you've got a wider stance and kind of like squatting the weight up. I don't know, kind of using your hip muscles and like flexing it out. So that's, I think that's more of a kind of back exercise. I don't really have enough weight to do that exercise. If I'm at home, I'll do those sometimes because Mum has some kettlebells, so I can use them. Bent over row, so this is the exercise that I think I should implement. I need to look up how to do this properly. So you can like use something to help you get that angle. And you kind of position it, and then you like row it back. So you're like bringing it up. I don't know how to describe that. I can feel it in my back though. I probably need a bit more weight. Pull up, so if you can't do a pull up, there's lots of different variations of pull ups. I don't do any variations of pull-ups at the moment. I would like to figure out a way to do some incline pull-ups because some incline with an N pull-ups, because I find them quite fun to do. There are different variations of pull-ups you can do with like a pull-up bar that you can get like on a doorway. With those pull-ups and pull-up bars where you're actually on like a fucking bar, you can make that easier for you in several different ways. You can jump up to the bar and just do the negative down. So you jumped up and then you go down. So that's one variation. You can go on a chair and kind of use your legs to assist, and then you can use a resistance band and kind of stand on that and use that as an assist as well. So if you want to try and do pull-ups, there's different variations of those you can do. I'm not that well versed on pull-up form or anything like that, so you'll have to do some of your own research on that. Those are some different variations that you can look up though if you're interested in doing pull-ups. Lat pull down, so at home we've got a machine that's got a lat pull down. I don't know how else you can do a lat pull down anywhere else, but I really like doing that exercise on that machine. So when you're doing that, this is like, it's like a bar that goes like that and you pull it from a cable machine usually. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to lean back into it. So then it's kind of like, you're kind of rowing it into your, like, it's kind of like a row, I guess. And it's using more of your back muscles, so you'll feel it when you're leaning back more. So that's how you're supposed to do that exercise. A lot of the times you have to, so you don't sit the way that the chair is, you sit the other way and then you do it, because then you can actually lean back into the exercise properly. Shrugs. Sometimes I do some shrugs because I'm like, why not? I don't know, they're fun to do sometimes. They're a good, like, burner at the end if you want to burn out your lats for some reason. So you just kind of put them beside you and then just shrug it up to your neck, basically. Try and keep your shoulders more back. Leg raises. Oh god. So I am completely awful at leg raises. My girlfriend is so much better. She can do like the alphabet with her legs. I cannot. I struggle doing like 10. So I'm really not that strong in a lot of exercises, so I really need to improve. I do add leg raises into my regular full body workout, so that's always in there. I usually do press and fly and lateral raises because I want to focus on my shoulders and chest a bit to try and buff those up. So all of these extra exercises, depending on what you want to improve, you can add more or less of like whatever exercise, like whichever one hits what muscles you want to work on. Put your legs under there. Get your hands under there, and you put your legs out, and then you lift them up and try and keep them straight. And you just lift. Oh my god. It's good to keep those nice and controlled, obviously. Not too fast either, and keep your legs nice and straight. Calf raises are really easy, so I like to go off of like a step or something so I can get a full extension. You put your legs so they're, oh yeah, that kind of works pretty well. And then you just do that. Very easy. There's not really much you can do wrong with that calf raise. They're pretty easy to do, so I don't really need to give that much detail on how to do them. Lunges, I don't really do them. My knees are, well, I never really do them. My knees are a bit dodgy, so I'm kind of scared of doing them. If you don't know what a lunge is, it's basically like stepping to the ground and then back up again and alternating. So that's a lunge. I might be able to do one, I don't know. If I fall over, I'm not going to be surprised. Oh. See, I can't, oh my god. You can just like roll off them. There's different types of lunging things. Most people do these while they're walking, like you'll do like a walk and you'll like step, step, lunge, and then step, step, lunge. And that's a good way to do it, but yeah, kind of bring it down and try not to touch the ground too much. But it's okay if you do. So that's all for today, and I'll see you later.